This is how you do it, boys. Are you fucking kidding me? Here comes the best part. Take it away, Kirk. Take it away, Kirk. I am creeping death. Yeah. I made it happen last night with the muzzleloader. Viewer discretion is advised. Biggest buck to date. Look at that sucker. Totally unexpected. I'll have a story time for you later on this. Look at him. He's a little stiff. He's a little stiff. 7.5 inch brow tines. Got it done last night, boys. Black powder. Muzzleloader. Let me see if I can get a shot like this. Check them. Can check them. Look at them brow tines. Last light. Story time coming in a bit. What an unexpected turn of events last night. Waking up yesterday, you could not have convinced me that I was going to kill the biggest buck of my entire life. I want to preface this whole story that I'm about to tell with I literally was not even going to go out there yesterday. The past week, I've just been like, I've had the idea of going and hunting my dad's on Thursday, right? And I don't even know why I thought like I wanted to hunt my dad's because I have never hunted there. Maybe once I hunted there. Yeah, once I hunted there. I always hunt my old neighbors or my buddy's house, right? So I wasn't even going to go. Or I never go, rather. And for some reason, I had this like itch to go. And I'm like, I'm going to go Thursday. But then my dad called me early in the week. He goes, Wednesday, come out and hunt. And I was like, okay, because he was seeing some does in the yard the night before on Tuesday night. And I was like, okay. And then I woke up Wednesday morning. And Matei asked me if I'm going to go hunt. And I'm like, probably not. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, because the weather was real crappy. I wasn't even going to go into work. Me and Riley were going to call it on work. But then the weather kind of cleared up. And it was just kind of crappy all day. So I went to work late. Got out of work late. And the weather was kind of cruddy. And I got home like, fuck. Like, I'm nervous to leave my mom here alone in case like I get stuck out there. And who's going to stumble the driveway in that, right? But I was like, I got home. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to go sit. You know, what's the worst that happens? I don't kill anything. And when I got to my dad's, it was like an hour before the sun goes down, hour and a half. I didn't even take like my work clothes off. I literally got in the stand or in the shooting house with my work clothes on. But I get to my dad's and he's like, yeah, the neighbors have been seeing this 8 running around. And everybody's trying to kill him. And I was like, oh, crazy. And before I like walked out the house, I was like, imagine I killed that 8. Ha ha ha. Like just joking. Never thought in a million years. And take my muzzleloader that my dad bought from my uncle that I've never shot before. And went in the woods. And I just sat, had my coffee. Sat for a little over an hour. Nothing exciting happened at all. And maybe the last 3-4 minutes of light. I'm like, yeah, this hunt's done. I'm like, the sun's pretty much going down here. I got maybe 5 minutes left. So I do a little scanning around, and I see this body to my left. And, I've been hunting long enough to where I know, holy fuck, just off the way the body's moving, I go, this is a buck, dude. Then he clears like a tree, and I see just his beams coming off his head, and I'm like, my heart starts going. I get the muzzleloader on the window, and I just place it where it's the clearest shot I have, which I was shooting through so much shit. Just it's so thick to my left. And I put it to where like the best opportunity would be. And I'm like, if he comes into the scope, try to stop him and squeeze off around. And he kind of stops once I put the gun in the window. And I can't see him because he's in this thick shit. I'm like, did he hear me? I'm like, is he gone? And then all of a sudden I see him. And I'm like, oh, I fucking, the thing's already ready to rock and roll. I had that cocked as soon as I saw him. And he passes through my scope, and I just see them tines. And I was like, Matt. And then I'm like, Matt, loud as fuck. And he finally stops, and he He stops one step like kind of too far. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, his vitals are covered. All I could see is like a little bit like this, just back, you know? But he's kind of quartering away. So I'm like, if I could slip that in, I should be able to blast through that opposite shoulder and rip through some shit, hopefully. But I'm like, it's not even going to make it there. It's like a 40-yard shot, 30-yard shot, but it's so thick. So I shoot. My dad's in the house watching. He doesn't know I shoot at a buck. He just hears me and he sees the plume of smoke. So I get out the shooting house. I'm walking towards the house and I like went like this. And he's like, I walk in. He's like, what'd you shoot at? And he's thinking a little doe or something because he was seeing does in the yard. And I was like, I'm shooting whatever walks in front of the stand, dude. I have the tags, you know? And I'm like, Dad, I'm like, if I hit this thing, I go, the Lord or something's on our side. Because I go, I shot through so much. And I go, but it's a fucking monster. Like, it's the biggest buck of my entire life. So he starts going nuts. He's like, holy shit. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah, it's at 8, dude. He gets changed. His ankle's crushed from work. He hurt his ankle. So he's trying to like hobble out. I show him where he was, and we see the shot in that, and he was like, it's through a lot of shit. But luckily there's snow, so we find his tracks. And when you shoot with the muzzleloader, it's so much smoke. You can't, it's like, you shoot smoke. I couldn't see where he ran, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure he ran directly away from me. So we get on his tracks, and we're tracking maybe 25 yards, and I see a speck of blood. And I'm like, I think this is blood, Dad. And he goes, I don't know. And then 10 yards after that, we find a pool of blood. I didn't even move. We're at the speck of blood, and I go like this, and I shine the light up, and there's a pool. And now, if you know with the muzzleloader, they don't really bleed a lot, or they take a while to bleed. And I see a pool of blood. I'm like, dude, there's a fucking pool of blood right there. So we get to it, and I shine up 10 more yards ahead of us, and there he is. I fucking started screaming. I'm like, he's down, Dad. My dad's like, what? I'm like, look, he's fucking down. Run to him. My dad gets to him. He's hobbling, dude. His fucking ankle's smashed. He's in a boot. He took the boot off, and now he's in a sneaker, He's got this medical boot. I literally fall to my knees in this puddle of water, this ice water, break through the ice. I'm like, I fucking killed him. I'm punching the ground. I grab his rack. I punch a tree at one point. I pick my dad up. I'm like, dude, we were going nuts. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. That's like, it's moments like that you have to be present in, and you need to make sure that you're taking it all in and you're cherishing it, because it's not often that you get to kill a nice buck, and especially, get to kill a nice buck with your dad in the woods and celebrate with the old man, the one that gets you into the whole sport of hunting. So it's something that I wish I could put in a pill and give it to people, and if that was capable, you know how many more hunters we would have in this world? So he's going nuts. He's like, there's no fucking... We're like, dude, never in a million years did we think tonight... Dude, the season's like almost over. It's muzzleloader. Like, I wasn't even going to show up. I was going to hunt the next day, and I'm like, fuck it. And it was like just still work clothes, had my coffee, and I just walked in. I'm like, I'll sit for an hour, and I shoot the biggest buck of my entire life. So that's a sign to everybody. Make sure you're sitting. Whenever you think, I'm not going to sit tonight, just sit. The craziest shit happens. I didn't see anything all night, and the only thing I see is a buck. And I made a money shot on him, destroyed his heart. And just, I can't even believe it's real. When I shot, I was like, dude, I didn't hit him. I shot through so much stuff. And me and him talked about it for hours at night. I'm like, this doesn't even feel real. Like, somebody's looking down on us. The stars aligned. He shouldn't have been there. He should have been at work, but his ankle's smoked. Just so much had to happen for that to work out. And the fact that I was even able to pull off that shot, I was very proud of myself. Like, from the moment I saw him to the moment I shot was like 20 seconds. I'm like, oh, fumbling with the damn, like, and I'm trying to keep my nerves calmed, shoot through all that shit. And as soon as I shot, I was pissed. I'm like, why did he have to come out there? He couldn't come out here, because I thought I missed him, and we fucking got him. And you guys saw the videos. I was losing my mind, dude. My dad had to go take a bath. His ankle's all smashed. He's like, dude, I got to thaw this out. And now I have killed the biggest buck of my life. So, 2 things I learned. One thing I learned, one thing just was further solidified. And this is more evidence of the point being as true as can be. If you're a hunter and you're not finding success, you need to get out more, right? if you're a hunter that's not getting success, that could be hunting more. If you're not finding success and you know you could be getting out more, get out. You gotta be in the woods. Just the weirdest shit can happen, you know? Like they say, sometimes it's better to be lucky than to, be skillful or good. Which I've taken my time with hunting. I've been hunting my whole life, so I was luckily had the skill to take advantage of the opportunity, but that just came down to pure chance that he just so happened to be just cruising, late season like that. And the thing I learned is it's such a great feeling, which I shouldn't say I learned that, because I've felt this feeling when I killed my first wall mounting buck, but it's one of the greatest feelings you'll ever feel in the entire world. Being able to celebrate such an achievement that, you don't come around often. I'm blessed that in the past 3 years I've been able to put 2 bucks on the wall, but dudes go decades. But to be able to sit in the woods and scream and cheer and hug and I almost cried. I'm like, what the fuck? With the one you got that got you into the sport and taught you everything is something I'll never forget, and that's a night I'll never ever ever forget as long as I live. So that's the story. Not much more to it, but I'm walking on cloud 9 the day after. I walked out into the pole barn 10 times. No, that's a lie, 100 times to look at them just to be like, damn, can't believe I did that. But you guys know the drill. I will talk to you tomorrow. Peace.